Live from the Cheese Cave, once again, ladies and gentlemen.
Dude, you're just acting into it. So let me
I'm
know
into
next
it
time.
today. Yeah, live from the Cheese Cave. I'm your good buddy Darth. This is my good buddy Cheese. And here we are with Off the Gridiron, once again giving you more football, basketball, baseball, hockey, sports news information.
Straight sports, but more football than anything.
Yeah. But here we are again with another episode, diving back into NFL free agency, NFL draft stuff, some things that we're hearing more and more mock drafts and seeing some different things coming out from the bushes, from out of the darkness, and
shut the fuck up.
I mean, man, it's interesting.
So speaking, I'm not gonna talk about mine because mine's more like the more talk about everybody. But what is your mock draft? Not your mock draft, but the people's mock draft that Cowboys are gonna grab.
Yeah, we don't have our mock draft yet, but we will have a mock draft that we will be putting up for you guys to see later on. Not in this episode, but in a different episode before the NFL actually has their draft, and hopefully we'll be able to do an actual draft special for you guys for at least the first round, and like a live reaction special. So, but for what I've seen so far, you see at cornerback position was what they were looking at, but then you get Stephon Gilmore in, you don't have to worry about corner. So now a lot of focus is on, well, are they going to try and trade up in the draft to get Bijan Robinson? Because that's somebody that they've kind of looked at in the draft that kind of seems like would be a fit for them. Texas running back, play for the Longhorns. Probably the most explosive and dynamic running back in the draft, this draft.
He had a great combine.
I had a really, really good combine. All of the stats are there. It's like Saquon Barkley 2.0.
Oh, yeah.
So he's really, really well looked upon. But this draft, you've got a lot of different needs in different areas for these teams that don't necessarily need a running back at the point in time where they are in the draft, that the Cowboys could try to trade up to, early mid-teens, maybe up to, 10th. Possibly even. I'll see them doing a trade with the Philadelphia Eagles, though. But yeah, there's talks about them trying to do a move up in the draft. If they don't get Bijan Robinson, another thing that I've seen and heard is that they're going to try and do, probably best possible player at that point in time draft, which is, it just all depends who's there.
Yeah. So, the mock draft I'm looking at here is pretty terrible. But he had one.
I don't know if I honestly, listen, at number 5, I agree with you 100%. It's a terrible idea.
Oh, yeah, it's a terrible idea.
You don't know what you're getting with an ACL tear. He's not doing anything combine, pro day.
Yep.
I mean.
But this is what the look of everything before the 5th round pick. Okay, so first round pick, you have Carolina Panthers. They're projected to get Bryce Young. So they're going to grab him. Houston Texans is thinking about getting CJ Stroud. And then you got the Arizona Cardinals picking up Anderson Jr., which I don't like.
Well, Anderson Jr.,
yeah. I don't like that. I wanted him to be our pick. The Colts are picking up Levis. That's what they're projected, and I think that's still a good pick for them.
I don't think they're going to pick Levis, if I'm being honest.
You think they're going to just go away from... They don't have another pick in there?
I think they're going to go with Anthony Richardson from Florida. I think they're going to pull the trigger on that. If they don't pull the trigger on that, they're going Lamar Jackson. That'd be the only reason why I wouldn't see them getting him, because their need for quarterback is great, and they've tried plugging in quarterback after quarterback the last few seasons. I love your face.
I saw it.
I don't think they're going to get Will Levis. I think they're going to get Anthony Richardson. I think Will Levis falls in the draft. I think he reminds people too much of Baker Mayfield.
Okay, so if he goes for Richardson for the Colts, so the 5th round pick is Seattle Seahawks. So far, this guy's got this mock draft pretty fucked up. Is that we're projected to get Hendon Hooker from Tennessee.
Hendon Hooker.
Okay, so I don't like that idea. I like the idea of us signing him. because
not there.
Just not the first round when we got
that.
Yeah, come on. We got a 5th round and a 19th pick. Come on. Like, if we have a better chances to grab somebody that's better, like, what's the one after that? Defensive end Wilson. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We can get him. Or we can take the risk and, well, I don't know if I want to take the risk of getting Carter because no one's really projected to get Carter. So he's good to be off free agency.
I could see Arizona, after having Gannon be signed as their new head coach, pick up Anderson.
But Tennessee's projected to get fucking Richardson. That's 11th pick.
I think they possibly get Will Levis because they end up losing, or Hendon Hooker at that point. Who knows?
Yeah. It's just how it goes. But the Jets is interesting because they're gonna pick up Paris Johnson Jr., the OT.
Well, the Jets are interesting because they still haven't pulled the trigger on a trade with Aaron Rodgers yet.
Yeah, that trigger's already pulled. Okay, just give it a minute. It's pulled,
but I mean, it's what are the Jets getting out of it, and they're gonna have to give them what they want because they already know they've got the winning hand. They've got the winning hand because they know Aaron wants out, so it has to be done.
It's not gonna be for a 1st round pick. I'm sorry. That's the reason why they're probably holding back is because they don't want to give up their 1st round pick for
I think they want a player, man. I think they want a player, and I think one of the players.
But they're projected to get Paris Johnson Jr. The OT means that's better offensive tackle blocking for Aaron Rodgers. That's probably the main reason why they did that.
But they want a player. I'm telling you, they want sauce. Telling you they want sauce. Telling you.
No, they're going to give up sauce. They're not going to give up sauce for him. Anything else, they'll give a wide receiver.
Then they want their next first 2 to 3 first-round picks.
No. I would not give. He's not worth a 1st-round pick. He's not.
Regardless.
He's not worth a...
They've got the winning hand. Rodgers wants out. The Jets want him. They'd rather have him than Zach Wilson. And you just said their first overall pick is going to be an offensive tackle because they're what? 18th?
13th.
13th?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know why they're going to have to pick an offensive tackle? Because all the quarterbacks are going to be gone.
Oh, yeah.
They have to do it.
They're not going to give up. They're not going to give it up.
The Packers know what they have.
I'm not going to give it up.
They're sitting there going,
they're
not getting sauce. They want 1st-round picks.
Only way I think of is that they're going to give him a wide receiver since they did sign Lazard. And that's my fear. Wilson leaving the Jets to go over there.
Because they've already got Jones, so I don't see them getting rid of Jones for Breece Hall.
No.
Just to be honest.
No.
After Breece Hall had an injury his rookie season.
Yeah. They just don't want that to happen.
I mean, I'm telling you, that's kind of what it is.
But who's going to be the quarterback for the fucking Packers? No one has said anything about that.
Probably going to try and do Jordan Love. I mean, what else can they do?
Well, hold on. Where's their pick? Okay, so they got a 15th round pick, and they're projected to get Jones, the offensive tackle.
I mean, that would be what I would do to protect your young quarterback.
If they don't get him, then they're going to trade up and try to get Paris Johnson Jr. then.
I mean, the Packer quarterback situation is going to be an interesting thing to watch this season. Especially once Aaron is gone, because I can believe Aaron would still play if he doesn't get traded.
Detroit Lions projected to get Carter.
Who?
Jalen Carter.
Oh, really? Yeah, he dropped in the draft.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Buccaneers projected to get Robinson, 19. So, yeah, 20th round pick. Yeah, we're going to get a defensive end. Fuck that, dude. Why get him when we can get a better defensive man in the 5th round pick? 5th round pick. Okay, so we could have picked up... Hold on, let me get the fuck way back up here, okay? Okay, so then Hooker, blah, blah, blah. Wilson, we can get Wilson. We can get Gonzalez for CB section to help out Wallen. And if the Cardinals doesn't pick up Anderson, it'll be nice to fucking have Anderson. I'm telling you, man, we're gonna pick a defensive ends. in this first round. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to fucking happen.
Well, here's what I have in this order. Is C.J. Stroud going to the Panthers, with Bryce Young going to the Texans in this mock draft. Anthony Richardson to the Colts, Will Anderson Jr. to the Cardinals, Jalen Carter to the Seahawks.
See, that's what I was thinking too, is Jalen Carter, because Carter is just good enough. He is good enough.
Gonzalez to the Lions, Will Levis to the Raiders. Nolan Smith to the Eagles, which is scary. And this one, they've got Peter Skoronski going to Tennessee.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, these mock drafts are just weird. I don't like the one that I was reading because, come on, Seattle picking up Hendon Hooker. Like, I get it. He broke records with Tennessee before his ACL. But
Cowboys trade with Tampa
terrible.
Bay possibly at 19 to get Bijan Robinson.
Who is there?
Osiris Torrance.
I don't know.
A guard.
We ain't getting no guards. We have good ones. We got good enough ones. We need to work on our defense because I don't know what we're going to do with our offense. But the other news happened is that veteran wide receiver Jones has reunited with the Lions. So he's going to be catching some more balls over there. Campbell went to the Falcons. Defensive end, Campbell.
Which Campbell?
I can't remember his name. His first name.
A lot of Campbells.
I know there's a lot of Campbells.
Oh, Calais Campbell.
Hey, you need glasses, my friend. Then I can't say. I can't say anything.
Exactly.
I can't say anything because I can't read that name.
Exactly.
All right, so, that happened for the Cardinals, and something new happened for Commanders. Would you buy the Commanders for $6 billion?
I wouldn't buy the Commanders for a pack of cigarettes and a Playboy newspaper.
Well, that's what's happening. They're selling their thing for $6 billion. So hopefully the Commanders can get better after new ownership.
I saw a bunch of different prospective buyers into the team.
What do you think?
I don't know. Whoever they say yes to, they just want Dan Snyder gone.
Oh yeah.
The legacy of Dan Snyder just needs to be erased, is what they think. And I don't blame them. I mean, I hate Dan Snyder too, but I hate all of Washington.
True. So you were telling me this earlier, is that now the NFL is letting players wear the number 0.
Yes, number 0 is now going to be worn.
Yep. And who you said is going to be the first one to grab it?
I know Micah Parsons is going to be number 0. He's already put that out in the Twitterverse and said that he's going to be Agent 0. That Agent 0 is on the way. So kind of gave himself the nickname Agent 0 for anyone else could take it. Which is kind of interesting, I guess. I mean, go ahead and take it for anyone, but you can't really nickname yourself.
You really can't, man. You gotta let the community do
I mean,
that.
they already nicknamed him the Lion. Just hold on to that and just be the Lion, dude.
Yeah, just be the Lion. But that's pretty much it for the NFL. That's nothing really changed. People are still on free agency, the same people we talked about last week.
Yeah. So, we do know that Lamar Jackson did request a trade.
Yeah.
From the Ravens. We do know that there's a lot of different mock drafts happening, a lot of different behind the scenes free agency and draft sort of networkings going on. Like, if we don't get this person in the draft, we got to sign this person. Well, if we sign this person, then we don't have to really necessarily draft this person. We can draft someone else, do this with our pick. So many different things right now. And kind of saw just first initial reaction with free agency with a lot of these players finding homes and getting their homes quick. Just because you knew teams were looking for certain things, certain places elsewhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, most of everything's still the same. It's just anticipation.
Just the waiting
it's the waiting game, and that's the thing that sucks.
Yep, it's the waiting game until the season starts.
And we've got, 3-4 more weeks until the draft?
Yep.
So, about another month until draft, if we can just hold out.
Yep, and the draft's going to be interesting. I can't wait.
Can't wait till more of these mock drafts keep saying in Hooker for Seattle.
I'm going to try to take the second day off because I want to watch day 2 of the draft because day 2 is very interesting for me because I still have 3 more picks in the fucking day 2.
Day 1's going to be interesting for you because you're going to be picking up a Tennessee quarterback.
If we pick up Hendon Hooker, you understand we're going to Walmart right after? We're going to Walmart right after to pick up a whole new TV.
I cannot wait. This reaction thing has to happen because he has the 5th overall pick, and if it's goes off the rails for him, like seriously, our episode could end immediately. That's the end of the special. There's no TV for us to watch the rest of the draft. It could just be crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad, but hopefully, I'm just hoping. Okay, I'm just hoping we're doing the right thing
the entire time.
If we do the right thing, that's all I want us to do. And Pete Carroll's doing the right thing. He's been doing the right thing. He took the risk with Geno, got us to the playoffs. Okay, he took the risk of doing the trade and saying, okay, all right. But he also did really good on the drafts too, picking up DK. You know, he did pick up Lockett. He did pick up pretty much the prime players, even the CBs. Even the running back. We have a fucking great steal running back from last year. So I trust our instincts for this year for the draft. But then I get these cocky, dumb motherfuckers that don't know what they're talking about half the time saying, oh, Seattle's going to pick a quarterback 5th round. Hendon Hooker. That's projected to be a 2nd rounder. Why? That's like an almost what that will like prefer you from a Madden. Like Madden would be like, hey, you should check out this guy. Yeah, you should check out this guy. It's like the wrong guy. The guy has Fs across the board.
I mean, he don't have Fs across the board.
I'm just saying.
He's got ACL tear, and he's coming off of it.
Yeah, and
he's not doing combine and pro days and stuff, so you don't get to have all the analytics necessarily.
We don't want to take the risk of it because we already deal with it with Penny, but then we let go of Penny. So we had the curse on that, but then we still have another curse. Jamal fucking Adams. He's always injured.
I think Hendon Hooker's going to be a pretty good quarterback in the NFL.
He will be. I just think he's better off for a 2nd round pick, man. I'm saying that.
What if he's like the next Mahomes and you're sitting there and you're just like, we could have had him in 5. The guy that gave us that mock draft. Like, why didn't we listen to him?
I would never remember it.
Oh, you will remember it.
I will never remember it.
Oh, I will make sure you remember it.
Asshole.
That Tennessee boy, I'll make sure you remember it.
I just hope, make sure you guys stay tuned. It's going to be live.
It's going to be crazy.
It's going to be definitely live. I don't know if we're going to record it or be live with it, but we'll figure it out.
Recorded or live, either way, depending on what that 5th pick is, depends on how far it goes.
True. It's gonna be interesting. I just don't want. We're the 5th round pick too. We're the 5th.
Y'all take like a freaking punter from New Zealand or some shit. Oh my god.
Yeah, because we're so good at that.
New Zealand rugby punter.
Oh my god.
Ali asking my walking of me. And you're like, the fuck?
The guy just raised the death. Okay. All right, so that's pretty much it for the NFL. Nothing really much to talk about until next week when we have our mock draft, or the week after that we'll have our mock draft and discuss that, and then have our special.
I should have it by next week.
Yeah, I got edited and everything else, and do all the other bullshit, do all the stuff I had to do back in middle school. Fucking old ass shit. So the NBA is beginning very close to playoffs, man.
Yeah, it's getting very, very close. You got a lot of teams with less than 10 games now till playoff time in a season.
Yep. You got the Milwaukee Bucks.
It's push time almost. There's some teams, honestly, if you've got certain things clinched, rest your starters. Because it's a long playoff. That's the thing with NBA. It's a long playoff.
Well, you got the Bucks. They clinched playoff.
Mm-hmm.
They got the Y. Boston, Philly,
they clinched division. Didn't they?
They play.
The other teams clinched playoff, but I think Milwaukee clinched division, didn't they?
Yeah. We clinched division, and then Boston, Philly, and Cleveland clinched playoffs. Yep. And interesting what you were telling me about the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah, the first time they've actually clinched a playoff berth without LeBron James since 1998. Back when Jordan played. And when I say Jordan, that's Michael Jordan. I hope they know that.
I hope they know that. And then you got the Knicks, the Nets, Miami, Atlanta. Which is a fun fact what you told me today about Atlanta.
Yeah. They never
had a 3-game win streak.
Never had a 3-game win streak or lose streak.
Yeah, they've just been a win-loss.
It was just
win.
Yeah. The last 2 games they were 1-1. The last 4 games 2-2.
Yeah, last 20, 7
last
games.
6 games 3-3. Last 8 games 4-4. Last 10 5-5. What the heck?
They're 38-38 right now.
So I think it went all the way to last 26 games. Or 13-13.
Yeah, you're kind of right actually by looking at it.
So 500 after the last 26 games.
That's terrible. Toronto is the same thing, 38-38, and then you got Chicago.
Yeah.
Washington, whatever.
Wizards?
Yeah. God, I'm still fucking these icons, man. Change every time. All right, so the Pacers, and then you have New Orleans. All right? No, the Hornets are in Charlotte. New Orleans is the Pelicans. Why am I clicking the Magics right now?
The Charlotte Hornets and the Detroit Pistons are eliminated.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
Charlotte Hornets and Detroit Pistons.
Charlotte Hornets and then Detroit, yeah. But then you got the Pacers. I said Pacers, dude. Did I not say Pacers?
I know, but I said the Pistons.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You said no, they're not. And I was like, yeah, they are.
Oh, yeah, that's right. See, I have the best short-term memory loss of all time.
Wait, John, this is what I work with. See this live in action.
Then then you got the Western Conference, which is interesting because they got playoff clinches.
Only 2 divisions.
Only 2 divisions, and that is Denver and the Memphis Grizzlies.
Everything else kind of up for grabs at this point from different teams.
The other day. Milwaukee faced
your favorite team,
the Nuggets.
From Denver.
And
Colorado.
We lost. And the way we lost was not right. I didn't like it. We just didn't look like we just didn't want to play. I don't know. But the game went to 129-106.
If number 1 beats number 1, that makes one of those number 1s not number 1, right?
Are you saying that right now? Because you are a fucking mixture of a Boston and a Laker. And both those teams are below me.
I'm a legacy.
Your teams are below me, okay? I don't want to hear about it.
Well, I'm not really a Lakers fan because of LeBron, so I don't really care. But Boston is kicking
it. Man, a white boy could play some basketball, though. Following him.
Reeves? Yeah.
I might
Austin Reeves, yeah.
When he won that dunk contest, ever since then, he's just blowing up.
Austin Reeves is pretty good. I like Austin Reeves. He,
I might get a jersey with his number on it. I might, because he's really that good to me. But I want a Luka jersey.
I'd say get Luka instead.
Yeah, I want Luka.
Do you see who the 2023 Hall of Fame is going to have?
Who?
It's going to have Pau Gasol.
Okay.
Dwayne Wade.
All right.
Dirk Nowitzki.
I like it.
And It's going to have the very first female assistant NBA coach in there. For the first time for the NBA, not WNBA. She's the first female that was an assistant coach. She coached with the Spurs when they won their championships. Becky Hammond. That was you. Me.
That was you.
That was me.
That was you. My phone went off at the same time too, but nah, that's what freaked me out for the most part. 'Cause my phone went off. All right, so that's interesting as fuck.
It's just the weather. Do you want the weather report?
I don't want the fucking weather report. Do you guys want Tennessee's weather?
I mean, they might. I don't know.
If you guys are near the forecast.
It's going rain!
What's the weather going to be like there, Darth?
It's going rain!
All right, thank you, Darth.
Like an ollie. Oh, Family Guy shout out. We've had 2 different shout outs, Letterkenny, the other day.
Yep. Yeah, we did. We have a lot of shout outs and a lot of shows that we've been watching.
We're knocking it out.
Yep. Hopefully Tripart Boys doesn't come up soon.
That you said it.
It's gonna be popping up in our heads. And then you got after Memphis Grizzlies, you got Sacramento, and then the Phoenix.
Suns.
And okay, who's the next one then? Mind reader. Who's the next one then?
I want to say the Minnesota Timberwolves.
You suck at guessing. LA Clippers. And then you got the Golden State, and then you have Minnesota.
I know they're somewhere around there.
The 2 teams that have been eliminated in there has been Houston and
San Antonio.
Yeah, San Antonio. So, yeah.
The Victor Wembanyama battle right there, ladies and gentlemen.
But
those 4 teams.
We're not done with basketball yet. We have the Final Four.
The Final Four.
So when we
and we have Cinderellas. Trust me, we have Cinderellas. 3
I did tell you it was gonna be a Cinderella team this year, but I picked the wrong team. But I was right about being a Cinderella team.
We definitely picked the wrong team.
We sucked, dude.
We were busted.
You busted on day 2 though. I busted on day 1. All right, I don't want to hear it. Straight up.
That is funny. That is funny.
I'm never, ever, ever, ever picking Purdue ever again.
I can't wait for next year's, to be honest.
Next year's, I'm like, all right, what's the seed? If they're facing the lower seed, loss. We're going to lose.
I'm not going to pick. I'm not going to win.
I'll pick them for that first round, but after that, I ain't doing shit. No, they ain't winning it. It's going to be a different team. So you had San Diego State facing the FAU.
Florida Atlantic University, yep.
And then you got Miami facing the UConn.
Yep, UConn Huskies and Miami Hurricanes. This is not the first time UConn has been in the Final Four, but it is the first time for San Diego State, Florida Atlantic, and Miami to be in the Final Four. And the cool thing is you're definitely going to have one team. It's not just going to be their first time in the Final Four, but it's going to be their first time in the championship between Florida Atlantic and San Diego State since they play each other.
Yep.
Miami plays UConn, 4 and 5 seeds respectively. So you kind of knowing like what conferences they play in. They're going to be kind of built similar in certain ways. They're going to be built differently in certain ways. Kind of recruiting the same caliber of players, but then you've also got San Diego State and Florida Atlantic who are going to be in similar boats as well. You're going to be able to see kind of how differently San Diego State and Florida Atlantic, even though they're not big schools, but how differently recruited those schools are compared to each other still, being small schools.
Yeah. Well, being a small
which is going to be cool
into the Final Four is big.
And honestly, I mean, a win right here for either one of these teams, and depending on who steps out and is the guy for the game, I mean, it could be an NBA contract eventually.
It could be.
At least summer league.
Oh yeah.
That's more than what some guys can hope for.
Yeah.
So
it's gonna be a good.
It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be interesting. I kind of hope Florida Atlantic goes because then I can say Tennessee lost to the eventual national champion, and that's why we couldn't win. So.
Why you want to say that? I hope they lose then.
Where was Wisconsin in this tournament? I'll take you home.
That's fine. That's fine. So we're gonna go on to hockey because we haven't talked about hockey in a long time.
We have not talked about hockey,
but now it's playoff time. It's about to be playoff time in about, I think, 2 weeks. So that's going to be interesting. So we're going to talk about the Western Conference first before we get into the other conference because there's big news happening in the other conference. So Washington Conference is the only conference I see so far that, Central and Pacific is they don't have a clincher yet. Only eliminated teams. Which is eliminated teams.
Well, then you got some clinchers right now because they're clinching their butt cheeks.
Yeah, because you got a lot of games, man. So, you got number 1, you got Minnesota. I think that's what it is. Yeah, Minnesota Wilds. And then you got Colorado. Fuck Colorado. Dallas Stars, Winnipeg, and then, did I say Winnipeg? That's not
Winnipeg.
No,
the Jets? Winnipeg Jets?
No, it's the Jets. Yeah, right? It's
Winnipeg.
Yeah, okay. I got that right.
You got it right, bro.
Sound like I was saying it in I'm doing soccer teams.
Nah, you're good, Ricky. You got this. See? We got our Return Park Boys reference.
Shut up, Bubbles. All right. Then you got Nashville Predators, and then you got the Blues. Yeah, Chicago, which I'm happy about. Got eliminated.
Blackhawks. You don't like Chicago Blackhawks?
I don't like the Chicago Blackhawks.
Why?
Because I never liked them. When I was in Wisconsin and I was working at the grocery store, this guy comes in. This guy was an asshole. Straight up asshole. Wants everything. He's like a David Spangler at our fucking place, okay? So, he guys dresses up every time in this little Chicago Blackhawks championship jacket, championship hat, all the championships they won. I almost want to just run them over half the time, bro. I see him, I just want to run him over. I hated him so bad. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
I mean, I get it. I don't want to be a Blackhawks fan.
You're already a Dallas fan, so you can't get any worse than that.
I can't be a Blackhawks fan though, because my girlfriend's ex is a Chicago fan, so I can't do that.
Yeah, it should kill you. So then you got the Pacific Division. I can't even talk today. You got the Vegas Knights, LA Canes, and then Seattle Krakens.
The Kraken, the Knights, the Kings.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's all mythical in that division.
It is. It is pretty much. It is. Even you get the Oilers in there too, which is.
Oh my gosh.
That's a little bit of change there.
Oh my gosh.
But that's pretty much happening in Western Conference. But in the Eastern Conference, we do have some clinchers.
Mm-hmm.
And we got Carolina, New Jersey Devils. I know fucking...
Gerbil's loving that.
Gerbil's loving that already. He's been fucking hating that shit lately. Then you got the Rangers. But then for the Atlantic, you got Tampa Bay. That's not clinched it yet. Hopefully we will. But other than that, Toronto Maple Leafs has clinched it. But someone has clinched playoff already. And we already know who it is, which is the Boston Bruins.
Yes.
And speaking of the Boston
Bruins are doing things that haven't really been seen in quite a while.
Well, since 18 and 19 and since 76 and 77. So when those two things happened. It's crazy.
And for them to happen together.
Yeah, which is crazy. Because that didn't happen with fucking Tampa Bay and
Detroit.
They didn't have points with them. Which is fucked up.
We probably just shut out a lot of teams of defense then.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. And their goal difference is plus 117. Yeah. Yeah, bro. Yeah, which is the best in the league by 64 goals, bro. by 64 goals. That's out of 82 games. They finished in plus negative 130. That's a number that will be blown by anything in the salary cap era, but would not be close to the all-time record.
Who do they have, Gretzky?
The 1976-77 Canadians with a plus. Holy shit! With a plus 218. Yeah, bro. And that was the same year they'd won. They got their what is it? Their 62 win. 63.
Mm-hmm. Good grief. Just spanking teams.
Like I was telling you earlier too, that was during the time that fucking there was only 80 games.
Yeah, that was absolutely just going all in on them.
Oh,
every single game, all in.
Someone's chasing somebody down with a fucking ski skate.
Like we're playing hockey. You stop us if you want to, but we're playing hockey.
It's good. It's really good. Want to hear something funny? You know their team save percentages?
What?
A .932.
Dang.
The New York Islanders had a .920, and the single season was a 9.34 by the 68-69 St. Louis Blues. They can beat that too.
They're freaking killing it, bro.
Their goals
be really sad if they lose the first round.
Well, their goals against per game is 2.11.
The top seeds haven't done very good first round.
Oh yeah, well, it's not even just that. David Pasternak, fucking whatever his name is.
Mm-hmm.
Age 26, he has 52 goals right now with 98 points. Pace on for 58 and 109 respectively. Yeah.
So he's having a Gretzky season.
He'll be the fourth most goals in the season by a Bruin. Yeah, it'd be pretty damn sad if they lose the first round, bro. Break all those records, and guess what? Not a show for it.
Yeah, just
And I don't blame them because if I'm reading this correctly, Tampa Bay had that 62 win year, and
yeah, what happened that season?
Well, that's a different team, but yeah, we got swept in the first round by the Columbus Blue Jackets.
I think that was your St. Louis one, wasn't it? Blues?
Yep. Mm-hmm. And they got the Red Wings. They lost to the Colorado Avalanches in playoffs. Mm-hmm. So hopefully they can just get these wins, break these records, and get further than any of these teams. That actually means something. Huh?
Kind of hope that.
I kind of hope Tampa Bay goes back because that'd be nice.
Tampa Bay versus Colorado.
Rematch, baby. Rematch.
What you if they lost?
I will burn that place to the ground, bro. Fucking, I hate Colorado so much.
You hear this, Matt Parker and Trey Stone?
I fucking hate it, man. I hate it. So, one more topic we gotta talk about is the XFL. It's getting interesting, man. Our team is doing really good.
I mean, they're doing pretty good, but I mean, what do you expect? They have a former Dallas Cowboys quarterback. Ben DiNucci.
Oh my gosh, shut the fuck up. So they won 26-19. So that was pretty dope. Battlehawks won 29-6 against the Vipers. Vipers has been just a fucking Texans team so far for us. The Bulls facing the Renegades 15-9.
Mm-hmm.
They got the Roughnecks. Sorry, Rednecks, dude.
It's because they're red.
I see necks. When I see necks, I'm just like redneck. It happens in my head. Roughnecks lost against the Defenders 37-26. So, yeah, interesting. But Seattle faces the Renegades now. This Friday I'm gonna be watching that goddamn game. The Bulls facing the Vipers, so we all know who's gonna win that game. And then you have the Defenders facing the Guardians, which is a 6-0 facing 0-6. And then you have the Battlehawks facing the Roughnecks, both 4-2s.
That'll be a good game.
Oh yeah, and Seattle Dragons and Renegades. That's a 4-2, 3-3.
Mm-hmm.
So we're doing very good. Seattle Dragons is showing really good. It's that stadium, man. It's that Hawk love.
That what love?
Again. Shut up.
That what love?
It's that Seahawk love, man. That's what it was. We fly together. We fly together.
I thought those were C the last time you said Hawk.
Slap
an H.
I'll slap you.
Love.
I'm gonna burn him, dude. I'm gonna burn you.
That why your microphone's shaped that way?
This is why I'm gonna shove it up your ass. I'm gonna shove this straight up your ass. Okay, right up there, all the way.
Play into that love that you're talking about.
Oh my god! All right. So this season has been pretty good. Our off season's been pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Definitely doing the other sports and then going into the Bruins. Bruins is breaking up. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. We forgot to follow one more motherfucker.
Who? Webby?
Is that his name?
Victor?
Yeah.
I talked about him earlier. That's Victor Wembanyama marathon right there. Yeah, Webby, he's gonna be number one pick. We know that. We watched the McDonald's All-American high school game highlights with Bronny and DJ Wagner and all those other high school All-Americans. Pretty good game.
Oh yeah, that
actually
was
competitive.
That was really good. Bronny looked good. I have to admit, he did really. He did
look good from three. That's where all of his shots came from. That he made was from three.
He was just
15 points.
He's just a catch and shoot.
Mm-hmm.
It's a catch and shoot type of dude.
But he hit from the exact same spot too.
Yep.
Because he did. He just moved over to that corner, hit two from there, moved over to the kind of like side over, not like straight on, but to the side, not on the baseline. Knocked two from there. Really good. They're really good.
I was pretty proud of him. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like seeing LeBron there, but
LeBron kept doing the exact same freaking celebration every time. I thought he was dying, dude.
Yeah, dude. When he made that first three, and he's like, oh, and then he did this, and the camera, you just saw him do this, and I'm just like, is he having a stroke? So is he all right?
His old ass.
And then when the replay happened, you see him happen, and I'm just like, you are fucking 50 years old, bro. Chill out. Don't be running with these kids. What is going on with you, man? But it's really good seeing just young players that we see their fathers grow up into the league, become the best players, and now we're seeing their sons.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
I can't wait to see Bronny in the same league as LeBron.
It's gonna be the same team. It's gonna be the same team.
Probably.
It's gonna be the same team. Are you gonna try to do something?
It's gonna be like Griffey Senior and Griffey Junior. Nothing will ever beat that though, because that's baseball, and you had them hitting back to back. Okay, and to see father and son hit back to back homers. Nothing can.
Yeah, that's touchy.
Nothing can, top that.
Yeah, that was a very touchy moment from that happening. I remember that.
That's insane.
I hope it happens, though. I hope it happens.
His dad standing there from the dugout, just kind of looking at him, so that kind of topped me off. Man, those are the sports moments you can't make up.
No, you can't. It's like when you have the Super Bowl, brother versus brother.
Mm-hmm.
But that's good. But having them on the same team would be nice too. Same line.
Well, it'd be like, brother and brother quarterback receiver.
Yes.
In ways. Like they're on the same team, same side. And, or like brother and brother, one's backup quarterback and he has to go in for the other brother because he's hurt.
Yeah.
And stuff like that,
Or that, or having
imagine Peyton and Eli being on the same team.
Oh my God.
Or going against each other as quarterbacks.
Well, they have before.
In the Super Bowl, though.
If
that was what the plan was, I believe. That's why.
Yeah, they really wanted those two in the Super Bowl.
Because, Eli was the first pick in that draft. But you know who had the first pick, right? San Diego. San Diego picked him.
What, Peyton Manning?
Picked Eli.
Oh, Eli? How did he get to the Jets?
He got traded to the Giants.
Because, no, not Giants, yeah.
Pretty much because him and Archie were throwing a fit. They did not want to be in San Diego. They did not want to be on the team that passed up Peyton. Number one. They did not want to be on a team in the AFC that would go against Peyton for the Super Bowl. Number two. They want to go against each other in the Super Bowl against each other. So, the whole plan was to try and ruin the whole thing to go to San Diego. It did not work. They were hoping Phillip Rivers would go there. They didn't pick Rivers. Well, the Giants were like, listen, he wants to come over here. We'll just go ahead and pick Rivers and trade him to you. That's what happened. It was this signed. It was a draft, a trade, immediate. So they drafted Phillip. Phillip got the Giants thing. Pretty much handed it back to them so they could hand it over to Eli for them to trade. And so then they held up the other jerseys.
That is interesting as fuck.
Oh, yeah. I remember watching that.
That's interesting as fuck. I heard something about like Drew Brees. He got traded to the Chargers. I mean, not traded, but picked to the Chargers.
He was picked by the Chargers, but the Chargers were going to trade him to the Dolphins.
The Dolphins, yes.
But he didn't pass the physical. So they ended up trading him instead because he passed the physical to New Orleans to them. That's what led Saban, a lot of people believe, to leave Miami and go back to college football for Alabama. Because he didn't get the quarterback he wanted. He wanted Drew Brees.
Can't grab what you want on every time.
It was one of those things where it was eye-opening, like he couldn't just get his way.
Oh, yeah, because when you're in college, you get your way. You get what you want.
If you're a good enough coach, you can get your way from a lot of people. Boosters, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Everything.
Yep. And when it comes down to the NFL, you can't.
No, because, it's a business, so everyone's got their own business that they're running. And college sports, college football is the business. College basketball is the business.
Yep.
That's the business. And if you're the guy in the college football world on your campus, the coach, gotta get what you want, especially for winning. Saban's won a lot.
Oh, yeah.
He was winning championships before. He was with LSU when he won national championship.
Mm-hmm.
Before he went to Miami to coach the Dolphins.
Then Alabama.
Fuck him up.
I wish I knew you the day he went to Alabama to know your reaction that year.
Honestly, I didn't care.
Now you do. You do.
Like, he did all right that first year, and I was like, it's all right, whatever. That second year is when he started dominating people. Then 08 was the year when we had Kiffin, after we got rid of Fulmer. Yeah. When he had the undefeated team his first year going to the national championship, Saban did. And we almost beat them, but for fucking Terrence Cody going through the line and blocking our field goal twice.
Anything else Alabama have done to you?
They've spanked us in front of their fans, our fans. Come close to beating them in front of their fans and our fans, but nothing beats this year.
Yeah, I guess this year makes it all up from all those
made up
years.
For all that, yeah. Because, you're not going to get those times where running on the field actually feels special. That was special.
We'll see how it is next year with a different quarterback.
Yeah, and in Tuscaloosa. Oh, gosh, that game's in Tuscaloosa.
Is it really?
It's going to be in Alabama.
First game with the rookie.
For not for the rookie, but this game against Bama is going to be in Alabama.
Oh, okay. That's crazy.
So I can just imagine how turned up they're going to be after last year. Oh my gosh!
Well, Alabama's going to do something better. You beat them in
game day's going to be down there for sure.
Oh yeah.
Especially if we're like winning hot, but for sure they're going to be down there just because of what happened last year.
Oh yeah, because it was a big thing last year.
Field goal post and everything. I mean, come on,
dude.
Come on.
They're gonna show like videos from behind the scenes and everything that happened. It's like you can't. That I wish Yumi almost been there, bro. Yumi almost went there. Me and this guy here almost went to at least 2 football games, a couple basketball games.
We could have went to a couple basketball games if someone would have told us about tickets.
Yeah. Your girlfriend.
Yeah. My girlfriend.
Yeah. Dick.
But watch this.
Huh?
That's it. She's not gonna watch this.
Oh no. She's not a fan. She's not a fan. You know, that's fine.
I already told her about our new video series, and she was just like, "Meh. All right, thanks." I was like, "Well, thanks a lot for support."
Come on, just watch us. We're right here now. It's not like you have to listen to our annoying voices anymore.
Talking to you ain't gonna watch us, so.
Yeah, exactly. Just gotta turn the phone this way and boom, bada bing, bada boom.
It's me. Don't you love me?
You see this face? Will you deny this face? Give it a Zoolander. Cannot deny this. But that's pretty much it that we have today. We had a lot of talk about, about the NFL, and then the NBA coming down to playoffs, NHL's coming down to playoffs, and then baseball's coming up to start right after all that. So non-stop sports, and then non-stop football after the XFL. We got the USFL.
Yep,
and that's gonna be interesting. What do you think about that? What do you think the USFL is gonna be?
I mean, hopefully it's what it was last year, which was actually a good product. I mean,
I was proud of it.
Yeah,
it wasn't like a shutdown like we did in the XFL.
No,
first season in the XFL. But it was good.
I'm interested to see how XFL and USFL are going to compete against each other, because eventually there's probably going to only be one other league, and if that other league's probably going to absorb the other one and take a few of their teams, is what I believe.
Maybe
a few of their teams and a lot of their money.
If they if they combine it together in ways of having their season being together, then they can both have a playoff, like a Super Bowl.
The USXFL?
Yes. Yeah. And just have the same rules.
United States Extreme Football League.
Yep. And just have the same rules for XFL. Because it's almost the same rules. It's almost the same rules. Only one difference between the USFL and the XFL, and that's the kickoff. And a few other limited, free hits, I should say. And more beer. But I think that would be good to have that. If they combine their seasons together and actually have...
I think if they want to succeed, they'll combine.
Oh, you have to. Because having the football all year long is nice, but how is it going to affect the NFL and how is it going to benefit them? That's how they're going to look at it. They're not going to look at anything else but benefits, how they're going to get away from this.
Well, USFL starts when the draft starts.
Yep. It's after the draft.
Yeah.
Right after the draft, so which is crazy, because anybody that doesn't get picked in the draft, or people that doesn't get picked, they're going to either get picked up by the XFL, because that's free season right there for them. That's pickup season.
Probably USFL, honestly, first.
Well, we'll see, because USFL gets started already. It gets started right after that, so they can pick up people. But
be ready to play.
You'd be ready to play immediately. But you can also do the XFL and then go to your city, train, and then learn the playbook and go at it for the next year.
Yeah.
Have your free season.
Let's have to see.
It's gonna be interesting. But then again, I want to see how many people that we get let go in the NFL that's gonna be seen in the USFL and the XFL. Because now it's getting interesting.
Yeah.
So I can't wait. I cannot wait. But on that, this has been a very good episode, and yeah, I'm pretty proud of you, bro.
Proud of you, bro.
Why are you proud of me?
Why are you proud of me?
Because we do this together.
Because we do this together.
See, he's just saying that shit.
He's just saying that shit.
Okay, I'm gonna end this right now. So, so you guys have a wonderful evening, morning, good afternoon, wherever you are watching and listening to us. Thank you very much for taking your time and supporting the Off the Gridiron. Make sure you check out the other videos that we got going on YouTube, and check out my Twitch channel on Searchies 2013. And don't forget to check out the other stuff that we got going on during and in YouTube, which is short video clips and everything else that we got going on. It's gonna be interesting. More sports, and like I said, we're doing sports, but we're not very athletic in ways. I know me and him is, but the rest of the people, you don't really see that in ways. But it's going to be funny.
I mean, we're not very athletic either. Let's just get to the bottom.
We're
not. Yeah.
I'm just going to say this. If you and me on a court, field, diamond, anything, we'll smash them. That's all I got to say.
I mean, them, yeah. But I mean, that's like, come on.
We are athletic to do this, bro. I'm telling you. I'm waiting for the day we come back out there again. You and me are gonna run routes. Okay, we're gonna run routes.
No one else wanted to play.
I know, and it bothered me. We had so many opportunities to play a game, an actual football game.
Enough people. No one wanted to do it.
Yeah, we had enough people to have a blocker. It was basically a 7-on-7, if not a 4-on-4, with an all-time QB.
Mm-hmm.
No, which is fine.
Yeah, we could have made Joker all-time QB.
Yeah, we could have just made him. He didn't have to run. You know, I respected that.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know how it is. But other than that, thank you very much for joining today. And you guys have a wonderful evening. And always at this podcast and anything where I'm at, stay cheesy, my friends.
See you guys.